Hi homeschool moms and dads, this is Carla Marie and I promised that I would come to you with more videos. Well, today I am doing a video on our unschooling spaces, and as you saw at the beginning of this video, I actually tried my hardest to duplicate school at home, and so now I'm going to show you how we unschool. Not really the details of it because that's another video, but I want to show you what our spaces look like and what they've transitioned from. We used to have a completely school at home classroom. Everything you'd see in a classroom at school we had here. But I wanted to begin to show you some of the things that we did differently. And I will pan out here so you can see what we call our resource room. We decided a couple years ago when we brought home 3 more babies, we decided that we were going to need to do things a little differently. And years prior, we had begun to investigate unschooling and watch and ponder and pray and really decide if this was the direction we wanted to go. And lo and behold, it has amazingly changed the whole environment of our home. But that's not the meaning of this particular video, so I will get to that at another video. But I wanted to show you really how we set up our home to be able to really be fluid and move around and learn and explore with our kids on a daily basis. So this is what we call our resource room. We've kind of created everything so that it can be movable. It can transition from one place in the home to other places in the home, as well as even outside. So instead of having a whiteboard actually on the wall, we have a whiteboard that we can move around anywhere. So art can be done on it, anything can be done. And on the other side is an actual chalkboard, which we don't use because it's so messy. But I got that from IKEA, along with a lot of other things that I got. Now, I used to have actual posters on the wall of math and English and, reminders of all kinds of things. And I decided I don't want that anymore. We're trying to get as far away from schooliness as possible as we embrace unschooling and child-led learning and things of that nature. So one of the things that we decided to do was to put motivational sayings: rock your brilliance, what do you dream for your future? Lots of things that will be encouraging and help our kids ponder as they, come to the resource room and get things that they need and, explore big dreams. Start with small steps. And then there's Mommy's calendar. We have some other ones over here. Let's see what this one says. Books open your mind to amazing things, or to an amazing world. Over here, everything you want to know is in a book. And we'll talk about a lot of the books and how we have things organized as far as that's concerned. But over here, what do we have? No one can do what God created you to do. Hard work leads to big dreams. There are new things to learn all around you. You are the best at something. What is it? And these are all things that, my kids, especially my new readers, love walking around and reading that. I have 4 little ones that are budding readers, and so that's really exciting for them. Over here, you will see 2 laptops. And pretty much this is, we love laptops as opposed to having desktops, because desktops stay there and we need to be as fluid and flexible as possible so that we can learn and explore anywhere at any time. And so we have these 2 laptops here, and then we also have one over here on my desk where all Mommy's weapons of mass destruction are. I got my printer, my label maker, my favorite thing in the world. Obviously, we all know what that is, my laminator. Don't touch Mommy's laminator. Then all the things that, Mommy has, books from the library that I need to review and look through before I release them for my chickadees to read. But a lot of times this particular computer here is used by the little guy. I have a 5-year-old, and he watches his YouTube playlists on that. But these over here, usually, and we are looking to get more laptops because we have 6 budding brilliant readers and explorers, so we want to make sure we have one for everyone. This desk is even movable. We take it outside for our projects, and so, like I said, everything that we've tried to do to make sure that everything is fluid and flexible at all times. We have a little shelf over here that holds everybody's tablets, which they barely use anymore, but They're there if they need them. And this particular thing actually was from IKEA, and it was a paper roll holder. Can you believe it? I love to repurpose things. I was so excited when I decided that that's what I was going to use it for. So let's come over here. This bookshelf is pretty much for the older kids and for my 8-year-old who was beginning to get into chapter books. But this top shelf, we have a few things up there. World in a Box and our electronic circuits, which will be on another video. One of our favorite series here is the Who Was series. We love it, and there are more and more coming out all the time, especially for children. We do not do any kind of curriculum for science, really any curriculum at all. And so these are really amazing books for both science and history. They learn so much from them, and for readers that are just starting chapter books, as well as older kids that just want a quick read and quick information. It's really good information. So these are all of our biographies. Well, I won't say all of them, but many of them. A lot of them are actually in other people's rooms. But we love biographies. We read a lot on missions. We read a lot on social justice and things of that nature. Foster care is and adoption and missions is a passion of our family. And so you'll see a lot of that throughout our house. This next thing, we have all of our reference materials, well, some of them, that are children's level reference materials. We have, just like the Who Was series, we also have the What Was, different times in history, have all kinds of things that describe different tragedies, as well as, other events in history. And we have an entire section on invention, because I have a lot of creative little minds around here. And one of our favorite is the Uncommon History of Common Things. So if you don't have that, get it. My little Ethiopian guy I got from Ethiopia, and my little thing I got from Ghana. I love that. Okay, back to the video. We actually have here the big book of why, what, why, where, how. I think there's a when as well. I'm not sure. I feel kind of incomplete there. But I really, really, really love these books. I mean, they are packed full of awesome facts. And I have some amazing fact gatherers, especially my oldest son, who just loves facts. So as you see, we collect books full of facts. All right? And then one of our favorites is the Book of Totally Useless Information, which is really, really, really cool. And it really teaches a person to think outside the box and give them, really good conversation starters in new relationships. So we like that a lot. Okay, and so we'll go down here. This shelf is most of the larger books on science. We do not use textbooks. We actually use what we try to use, living books, and then some factual picture books and things of that nature that kind of are interactive and give the kids more of a exciting experience when it comes to what they're studying. This section down here is a favorite because we have lots and lots of books around the house, but this particular section is on science experiments, and we use these books a lot. My oldest son, he has a goal for himself to do several science experiments a week. And so that's something that he came up with and he loves. Many of you are familiar with Life of Fred. We do not use it on a regular basis, but the kids love it just as a fun read, and they learn at the same time. So that's exciting. At the bottom, we have our Bibles, a lot of mommy and daddy's reading, as well as some more mature reads for the older kids. And one of my daughter's favorite sections, because she is a budding traveler. She wants to travel the world like her mommy. And so we have collected books on just most of our favorite places that we want to go or have been. And we just study those, do a lot of research on those and things of that nature. So they love to go through those and dream and make plans and things of that nature. And I'm all for that. Now, we have books everywhere, books all over the house, but this is just our resource room. You have a little human body flip chart there. We have books to our 7 and 5. Those are mostly for them. Then we have this little section over here. You can have extra books on science, little smaller books on science. This section over here is mostly books on history or hardcover books for, I guess you can say, the mid-age, between 8 and 10 kids, on biographies and history books. At the bottom, we have miscellaneous, some Bible things there. And then in the middle, right in the middle here, we have all mostly classics that we have collected. And a lot of those we got at the Target dollar section. So I'm telling you, that is like homeschooling mom's dream. Down here we have beginner chapter books all the way up to older kid chapter books. And those are all fiction. And these are fiction, but they're classics. So down here we have all Daddy's Bible study materials and business books and things of that nature, because sometimes we like to share those with the older kids. Now, this section, one of my favorite sections. Yay, I love this section so much because I am just passionate about travel and about getting to know other cultures and other people and that kind of thing. So, and again, we don't use any curriculum at all, and believe it or not, this particular corner draws my kids in. They love it. They're always over here. They're always making references to where something is from another place on the earth, and just really, really, really passionate, you know, probably because mom and dad are as well, but they really like this little corner. So I set it up with all kinds of maps and things of that nature just so that they can explore. We're going to be putting some county and state maps there as well for them to avail themselves to. And then, of course, my find. All mommies would cry to get one of those. I love those. Anyway, my favorite map of all is of the continent of Africa, which has my heart. I had the opportunity to go to both Ethiopia and Ghana this past August. And so we have that up there as well. Obviously, it's out of the hands and out of the reach of the little ones. One of the last parts of this particular room is our reference book. And this book is probably going to turn into multiple books, but I actually right now have it all in one book. And I collected most of these from just regular stores, Barnes & Noble, Target, things of that nature. But you can have handwriting. I mean, you have everything in here. So we have grammar, and again, we do not teach these formally, but as our children are writing and working on projects of their choice, we use those opportunities to pull out this resource book and help them in those particular areas. And so how to write a book report, grammar and punctuation, all the things that they would need to excel in those particular areas. Public speaking, which is a class that my daughter is taking, my 12-year-old daughter is taking right now. Spanish. I have one child taking Spanish right now and another taking French. So you have math and measurements and weights and measures, U.S. history, environmental stuff, art history, captains of industry, things about the U.S. presidents, the states, everything you can think of. So a lot of times, mom and dad, and as a homeschool parent, you know this best, that mom and dad don't know everything. And so I always try to keep things on hand that when I don't know, even if I can't Google at the time, I have something, a book or something that can help me answer my kids' questions on a daily basis. Nutrition. So that's that. And as the collections become larger, I'll separate them into topics so it'll be easier to find. But right now, that is our reference book. So again, here is, I'll pan out for you, our resource room. No classes take place here, no lessons on a daily basis, but our children have the ability to avail themselves to everything that you see here. And so we're pretty excited about that. Okay, and I'm going to take you now to where a lot of things takes place, which is in our kitchen. Okay, and right here we have stations at the table almost every single day. And on the days that we don't, they may do stations somewhere else. And so this is a question that I have my kids answer every day when we eat dinner. What did you learn today? and it is so many awesome topics that come to light in discussions just from this one question. So it's pretty exciting. Over here we have a little holder, which is perfect because I have 6 little chickadees, and I found this at IKEA. Each kid has their own. Mom and Dad use it to actually put little treats in, or love notes, or give them a little award for helping out, or whatever the case is. But pretty neat, and they love having their own little thing to even put their own little goodies and stuff in. So now over here, and we're still in the kitchen. Each child has a little bucket that has their name on it, and it has books, projects, art projects. Their notebooks, because everybody has an abundance of notebooks that they write in on a regular basis. What they write in it is totally up to them, as long as they're writing. And you may see, oh my God, you said you're an unschooler and you have workbooks. She's lying. She's really not an unschooler. Actually, we are. And those workbooks are workbooks that we kind of, we just kind of put them in their box and let them decide when they want to work on it. I'll talk more about how we do what we do in another video, but that's the gist of it. All of their current projects and things that they want to save are in these particular little buckets. Okay, now I am going to take you on a ride to what my homeschooling mommy friends call heaven, and that is my homeschool closet. Yes, I'm going to show you both of my closets, how I arrange them, and I would probably say that my kids probably call it homeschool heaven as well. So, but here we go. And I will show you a little bit about what we're doing. Obviously, right before us is kind of like Body Central, Human Body Central, and what we, activities and things to do when it comes to the human body. On the top row, we have, what do we have up there? We have a robot, a programmable rover. It's up high because it's my oldest son's, and he would have a fit if the younger ones got to it. His telescope is also up there. All his special things are up there. Extra notebooks, because at the beginning of every year we give every kid a stack of notebooks. Some extra art supplies up there. Then we come down to our really exciting shelf. Science is really big in our house. All our kids really love science. I do as well, so that might be why I invest so much money in it. But we have all kinds of different kinds of science kits. Most of these you can order from Amazon for little to nothing. And most of them have more than one project or opportunity to learn different things in that particular area. And so we absolutely love science. I will tell you this, though. We probably use our science experiment books and use everyday home supplies more than we actually use these kits. But I like having the kits online because they give us ideas. So, and the kids can come and avail themselves to all of this at any time. Down here we have some of our learning videos. The kids have a whole box of their enjoyable videos, I guess you could say, in the other room. But these are some learning videos that I would just play in the background when the kids are playing. I don't force them to sit down and watch it and do anything with them, but they learn a lot just from it being played in the background as they enjoy doing other things, building Legos or whatever. So we have them categorized. We have a lot on history. Over here in the corner, what do we have? We have every kind of flashcard you can think of. And again, none of this are things that are required of them. But they come in this closet on a daily basis, and they are in and out of this closet all day long, just grabbing stuff and having a good old time and learning in the process. And I'll show you later how we track that. So, but we have some more kits down here, contraption kits. My kids love to build things. Of course, you see this. Do not touch. Oh my God, an unschooler has a limitation. Yes, you know why? Because this is our coloring books, crayons, markers, everything you can think of. Then over here, we have a lot of art supplies, stickers and paints and a whole thing of scissors and different kinds of scissors and different kinds of projects, origami. Up there, we're preparing to do self-portraits. As soon as it gets a little warmer outside, we're going to paint outside. Then we have all kinds of, I guess you can kind of say a math section. We have some fun books on math and language here that kind of play around with math and language in a fun way. We have our manipulatives, our abacus, and clocks and calculators and all kinds of fun stuff that the kids like to use. Down here we have some of our English writing prompts and vowel bingo and little Apple letter tiles that help them with their spelling. One of the things that my kids really love, especially my 8-year-old daughter, is this here, and it is called a magnet set sentence builder, which we have all the magnets in there. But they absolutely love that, and it really, really, really helps them build their writing and speaking skills. So we have extra paper and folders and stuff. My oldest daughter loves to do projects and lap books and stuff like that. Those are things she likes to do on topics she's passionate about. Have a lot of extra books and old curriculum I used to use when we did things more traditionally. I just keep them around for ideas and things of that nature. Now, our old classroom used to have lots and lots of posters and all kinds of stuff. Well, where'd the posters go? They went right here. Still have maps and dry erase boards and multiplication things. And so anytime any child is working on something or asking questions in a particular area, we still have all those to pull out and utilize and take them wherever we want. So they're not stuck to a particular room or anything like that. So across from this closet is another closet. Can you believe it? Okay. And at the top are where we keep our games with lots of pieces so that the little ones do not lose them and strew them about the house. But we pull these out. Mom, Dad, or the big kids will pull them out and have a ball with those. We love brain teasers and brain games. So we have lots and lots of those. All kinds of those types of games. And one of our favorites, brain bogglers, things of that nature. Lots and lots of puzzles, as you can see. And yes, Mommy has an obsession with collecting oatmeal boxes, and we've used a lot of them already, but I just can't stop. They're just such an awesome find. So these were an awesome find. I found these from a woodworker. The actual, just a whole bunch of wooden dowels. So the kids have so-called played golf with them, but they've done all kinds of stuff with them. So we love it. We're in the process of creating a maker lab, which we're very excited about. And obviously those wooden dowels will be a part of that. Right now, they do a lot of making and creating things, but a lot of things have to kind of go back when they're done. Whereas our goal is to really create a space for that. And that's kind of what this room is. This room used to be a massive classroom with all the bells and whistles. Right now, as you can see, it is mostly empty. And you may think, oh, she must be redesigning it. No, that was on purpose because I have 4 boys that love to wrestle. And so this is an all-purpose room now. We kind of have a little table here set up here for creativity. As you can see, they have a couple projects going on there. Legos are a big thing of every size here in our house. Our kids are between the age of 5 and 12. So all of them are crazy about Legos. So we have all kinds of buckets along here full of different size Legos and things of that nature. They have all their videos and their Wii supplies, and they have their TV and DVD player back here. It does not have cable on it. We don't have cable, but they have the ability to watch any of that is pre-screened by mommy and daddy, and things of that nature. So they have a blast back here. They don't spend a lot of time watching TV. If they're not playing the Wii, when they have the opportunity, then usually they are using this wide open space to build forts, to wrestle, to build their latest invention, all kinds of stuff. So you know what used to be a classroom, we used to have posters all over the place and desks and all kinds of stuff, and it was stuffy. Guess what? Now they can just run and have a blast. And we needed that, especially for winter, because we live in Michigan, and sometimes we're stuck inside for weeks at a time. So we needed a wide open space for them to run and enjoy life, and that's what this is for them. So I just wanted to share with you how we do what we do and what we do. And I hope that maybe that gave you some ideas, or exactly helped you maybe understand the way an unschooler may rearrange their house. This particular room that we started in, our resource room, is actually a dining room, but we did not find the need for a formal dining room. With so many children, we usually are coming and going all the time. So I want to say thank you for listening to this video. You can subscribe, but those are our unschooling spaces, and that's how we remain fluid and flexible, and give our children the opportunity to explore in any way that they possibly can without sitting down at a desk all day. So thank you for listening. See you in the next video.